Hi guys, John Nola, call sign Disco here. I wanted to talk just very briefly here at the hangar about what the objectives are with the QUICKPit that we're going to be introducing soon. The QUICKPit really was born out of a desire to take the level of immersion that's present in aircraft like my Yak behind me and allow for that kind of control integration in the flight sim environment. We're blessed right now with a lot of different options in flight simulation with head tracking such as track IR, face track, and so on, but also with the introduction of technologies, particularly virtual reality, which I personally really enjoy flying with. And so one of the things I wanted was to have a system available that would allow for and support the ability to place controls correctly in 3D space so that you can use your hands in VR or in a track IR situation, same as you would do in an actual real airplane. And so I spent some time looking at the actual cockpits that you see in aircraft such as the F-18 Hornet, the F-16 Fighting Falcon, the F-14 Tomcat, the AV-8B Harrier, the A-10C Warthog. You'll notice I'm pretty much naming all of the aircraft which currently have steady level versions in DCS in particular, because that's the sim I really enjoy for combat tactical aircraft. And so that was really the sort of the origin of the development of the QUICKPit concept, was to provide for a more aircraft-like environment to operate in. So really pretty pleased to be looking forward to introducing these products over the next really short number of weeks. Current intent is to start with kind of our desktop unit, the QUICKPit. That is a semi-generic 2-screen or 3-screen desktop simpit. Most suitable for the 3-screen works for the F-18 Hornet. The 2-screen is actually good for the F-16 Viper. It's good for the AV-8B Harrier 2 Night Attack. It's good for the A-10C. And really any application, any flight sim application you have that allows for custom input profiles will allow you to use not only Thrustmaster Cougar MFDs along with a good HOTAS. I use the Virpil products myself, but the Warthog setup from Thrustmaster would be a great example. The VKB Gunfighter setups. You've got upfront controllers from Buddy Fox. There are a couple of very good do-it-yourself integrated control panel ICP setups based on the F-16, and then we've produced a custom unit that based on keying can be used to simulate the ICP in the F-16 or the upfront controller as used in the F-18 Hornet and certainly the AV-8B Harrier 2. So anyway, those are the kind of things that we're going to be introducing over the next couple of weeks. Current objective is to actually have the web store online along with some introductory pricing by the end of June, the end of this month. I actually built the first prototype QUICKPit almost 18 months ago. Flew with that for about 6 months, kind of took the lessons from that, created the version 2 simpit, which is the one that you've seen a few pictures of here and there. And that's been working really pretty well. So the last couple of months we've spent time taking that, breaking the dimensions down, cleaning the design up a little bit, and then turning it into something that can be readily produced. So we have computer-aided design drawings of the parts, but each unit will actually be hand-built. It'll be handcrafted because I come from a family of craftsmen, and it's important to me that there be a hand-built aspect to something as well as merely being able to produce it in numbers. So kind of keep an eye on this space and a couple of others for how we introduce the product, some initial pricing. We'll do some introductory pricing for the first probably 25 to maybe 50 units, to really show some appreciation to the early adopters, and hope that you guys come to enjoy the products as much as I have enjoyed designing them. As you can see with the yak behind me, I'm a real-world pilot. I've been flying since 1986. Been in aerospace and defense for about 25, almost 26 years, and spent time in management, done design work, done a lot of support engineering work. So I've really tried to take all of the benefit, the last 30, 35 years of my experience in aviation, and apply that to the flight sim environment, because it's really such an amazing thing that we all get to continue to enjoy. And for some of us, it's the only way that we get to enjoy flying is through simulation. I understand that. I've got, as I get older, I'm 50 now, as I get older, some of my friends are losing the ability to fly. They lose their medical certifications, and they have to fly with friends, or they have to find other ways. And so recognizing that, it kind of helps me see the importance of getting some of these things as close to right in the simulation environment as we can. I've also been very fortunate to have experienced some excellent professional sim training through flight safety over the years, and I recognize the value that an accurate training environment, physical environment, provides in terms of immersion, in terms of really being able to take an experience and truly enjoy it. So those are the things that I'm trying to accomplish with QUICKPit. Just wanted to take a minute, kind of walk through those. So again, keep your eye on this space. We'll provide a little bit more insight into the first two products, which will be the 2-screen and 3-screen desktop QUICKPits, and then we'll start branching out into other things that get into more scale, more one-to-one appearances that would match specifically the F-18, the F-16, the AV-8B, the A-10, and perhaps others. So there's clearly room to provide these, not just in the tactical, fast jet environment, but potentially for some of the better helicopter products, maybe the Huey in particular, which I really enjoy in DCS. But then there are also some excellent aircraft in the Prepare 3D and X-Plane ecosystems that could also use these same kinds of simpit environments, whether it be general aviation airplanes like the TBM 850 or the Cirrus, as well as commercial aviation platforms like the Embraer Phenom 100 and 300, the popular 737 aircraft, the Mad Dog, the MD-80, which has just been retired by Delta in the real world, and a number of others. So we're going to continue to look at that. We have a lot of ability to customize, do custom design, and try and keep that in a price competitive area for you as well. So again, really appreciate your time watching through the video. Hope the wind noise isn't too bad. I was just here at the hangar getting some work done and wanted to take a minute and kind of walk through that. So till later, Disco's out. Thanks.